Do it.
We're doing
it. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome. We haven't had one of these for like a month, basically, because the last time we did it was when Steak was in town, I think. And that was a while ago. I'm sorry. I'm so busy lately. It's just kidding. Hey, First Shot. Hey, Brady.
Justin's just too popular for us.
Hey, Constable Carpenter. I hate it. It's kind of fun though. Like some of the people I meet are go, "Hey, Kamikaze." Stoner was here earlier, so Stoner, you better be back. You better be back here. Yes, everybody, smash all those like buttons over on Rumble, where we got Saint Michael over on Rumble. Who else?
Hi, Saint Michael. Shout out to Saint Michael.
Excuse me. Okay, that's everybody so far.
Saint Michael, and along with Jess and Shannon, have been so awesome this week. We had a really rough week in the Forky home, and I'm just really glad that I had all of you guys. It's a double-edged sword, you know. I met you guys through social media, but social media was part of my problem this week.
I know, right? It was like what helped and what caused the problem and well. Anyway. Hey, CC, here we go. Let's fucking go. It's gonna get so hot on here. Hey, Randy.
All right. Now I'm on Rumble. Now I can see Rumble. Okay. There we go. And Shannon's at a Liberty meeting, so she's not going to be in the chat, or she's doing Liberty shit.
Yeah. It takes up a lot of fucking time, especially what I'm doing, where I'm going to I go to other county meetings and stuff, and but it's good. It's good to get out there and see all these people. It's a little bit of driving and shit, but no biggie. And it helps, it just helps we have such a cool crew out here of what's going on. It's so fun. Now I'm like even after some drama and shit, I'm just like, no, it's just fun. We're having fun. We're actually doing shit. Anyway.
You should just get online and bitch all day. That's what. Or get online and talk about how horrible women are and how men should just be forgiven for everything. Do that. Why don't you be super popular and make lots of money?
Yeah, and just it's like a formula. They know exactly what to say to get the people riled up and get them all I gotta share this. They have to share. They have to share and give their take, and it's anyways, we all give our take, but I just ask that people just come up with your own ideas and your own takes and post your own thing, even if it's inspired by that probably, but there's just a way people react to it, and I'm not controlling people what to do. Keep doing that. I'm gonna laugh at you or judge. So
you can do what you want, but we're still gonna make fun of you.
Yeah. So anyways. CD says she's on her way, and as soon as she goes, because we were talking before we started, I forgot to go to the bathroom before we went live, but also
I did, and I already have to pee again.
I know.
It's been a long week, definitely, and and then today is also, it was 8 years ago today that I lost my mama.
Today, the 13th?
Yep, July 13th.
R.I.P. Shout out your mother. Shout out Paul's shirt.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna read. You know who that is. Look here. You know who that is. Who is that?
Wayne later.
That's Jess.
Nice to meet you, Jess.
What did he say? I'm gonna come over and slap that child.
No, he said nice to meet you, Jess.
Oh, nice to meet you.
He doesn't know you.
Oh.
Okay, go, because you guys are gonna.
Oh, the Stoner side. Good. That was perfect timing, Stoner. Hey, Daniel, over in Rumble. Cool. Cool game.
Okay.
Oh, Paul's over in Rumble chat, and he just said, "Sounds like the internet is falling apart without me. The time is getting closer for me to put the cape back on." Shit. Although, Paul, funny enough, right, before me and Alice were talking in the chat, I went to restart. My computer was working perfectly fine. I'm like, I'm gonna restart it before I stream. I go to restart it, and then I couldn't get it to work again. And then I tell Alice, and Alice right away is like, call Paul. Better call Paul. It's a better call Saul. It's better call Paul. Too funny. Yeah, I did get some new shoes. That's why I misfit. I love my new gym shoes. I love gym shoes, man. Anyways, who else is up? Hey, Jay Sandman over
I have
in
to get new
Rumble.
shoes.
Daniel, first shot over in Rumble now. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
I'm making the girl get new shoes too. No, just go in the back with Dad. Go sit in a chair outside.
It's wet.
It's not wet, and who cares?
What rain?
It didn't rain today. It's fine.
This is just a glimpse. This is a glimpse. This would be like an NPR episode. This isn't a glimpse into the family life of a family living in Cleveland, Ohio.
The chairs are wet. There's never mind.
Yes,
Adam's almost done mowing.
Oh shit.
First shot, he actually is playing Roblox right now. I get so Shannon was texting me about Roblox. I get so mad at Roblox too. Like Grayson will want me to play with him and we'll play it together. And I get so mad because I'm not good at it. And like, you know, like I don't even know how to explain it. You'll be trying to do like a course and then some little kid will come and knock you off and you're like, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. I could tell. Tell giggling Alice that boy King Grayson doesn't sit on a wet throne. Stoner, get out of here.
Chairs aren't wet. It's just the ones with the cushions. There's dry chairs out there. He's just get wet. No, it's not. You're being a drama king, right?
Oh, thank Michael. Thank you.
You sat in the wrong chair.
Let's see if I can do this. Go.
You can do it, Jess.
Thanks, hey Michael. Oh, good. You didn't get it too late then. It's been kind of it's been a week. Oh, there's Paul. He's leaving us again. A couple more days, I believe. So, whatever.
Love you, Paul. Oh, Grayson said no, Paul. No, you can't do that, Bubs. Because then I can't see the chat. See? Mommy needs to see that.
Yeah, mommy needs her time to stream right now.
Yeah, mommy just needs time for sure. I told Adam. So Marina is she's on vacation in Jamaica right now. And I felt bad because I forgot she was going. And I text her and I'm like, hey, I have some streams to do this week. I was like, but we're taking a break for a bit. I want us to get together and hang out. I really need to talk to you. And she's like, okay, is it bad? And I was like, it's not good. You know.
Hi, Shannon. Good, get it. That was me all week too. Sorry, go on.
So I'm like, we need to make sure. And then she's like telling me about vacation. I was like, oh my God, I feel like such a dick. Because I don't like to I don't want to ever bring somebody down, not saying she would be because I was funny about it. She knows it's good. But I was like, damn, I totally forgot. And then I'm like, where are you going again? Please don't be mad at me that I forgot. And she's like, Jamaica. And I'm like, but yeah, I saw some pictures. They're having a good time. But yeah, I told Adam, I was like, I know.
Hey! What?
That's CD.
Hi, CD.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
she said, "How are you?"
How are you?
Thank you so much for asking. You're adorable.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, what? This is what keeps the boy king alive. Is all the charm and cuteness. Look at all that cuteness. God, you're such a boy. Stop.
Hey, CD, welcome.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
CD.
Good. Sit down. Isn't it funny the difference between like boys and girls? Like when Scar was his age, she'd be like, you know, and then the boy's like, eh.
Like he's at the dentist.
Anyways, we're doing good. We're
I
doing
wonder if Dad
good.
is listening to this right now, like knowing I'm about to freak out that he decides to mow the lawn right now.
I heard you're having a day, Alice.
In a week.
Week? No. No.
I'll be right back.
She gonna go. No, just kidding. I was say that's when she goes and beats him, but she's not.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
not.
how you doing, girl?
Oh, I'm good.
Hanging in there.
Day 5. Day 5.
That's a lot. Day 5's good.
Yes. So so I am sober, Sally. It's over. Those days are behind me. No, I know, you know, I needed to make a change in my life for sure, and I can totally admit that. And I'm happy. I'm grateful for the struggle. It will keep me from ever doing it again. Today I left the service industry for good. So I will never walk behind a bar ever again. And I'm so excited. Oh, thanks, Randy. I need it. I need all that. So I sent this tweet out, you know, day 2, and I was just really, really, really low. I hadn't been able to make a meeting yet. I went to my first meeting on Tuesday, and I sent this tweet out. I have like, you know, the same 6 people that like all my stuff, and I'm so grateful for them, and I love them with my whole heart. And so I just thought, you know, just pray for me, you know, because I'm really struggling. And like, I didn't even scroll a timeline for 2 days because I had replies from people. I have met people from all over this country who reached out to me. Who some people were like, I'm on day 2 too, and like, it's been, I mean, 2,500 likes later, which I know sounds crazy, but like so many people. I mean, there were over 600 comments of people like, you got this, you can do this, I'm praying for you. Like, it was incredible. I mean, I was crying. I mean, I was like because I couldn't sleep, I can't eat. You know, I can say that, you know, I for 15 years of my life, I didn't take a shit without getting high first. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And so I am just like,
Michael gave $5. He's like, congratulations, CD. We love you. Never hesitate to lean on us for support and love.
no, I couldn't do this without you. I'm telling you that.
That was like its own little meeting. It was
$5.
like a Twitter AA right there. Like
It is. No, and you know, I found a great group, and I'm so thankful for them at my church. And you know, they just welcome me and love me with everything. And you know, I've called people. Like yesterday, I worked at my last shift, which I didn't know would be my last shift. I shook 3 martinis, and I wanted to throw it. I wanted to throw the shaker. I wanted like, oh my God. So
Sorry, I'm like,
so anyway,
we're going to TD's 5 day sober today. So we're
oh,
hearing
nice.
thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. So you know, I'm so thankful for all the support. I'm so thankful for everyone that has reached out to me and loved on me, and because I need it. But I want to do this. You know, I want to do this. This has nothing to do with anything. This has everything to do with me. And I just was like, I'm done. You know, how many, you know, thinking about how many minutes of my life, you know, have I, oh, let's smoke a bowl. Oh, let's, you know, and it's like, that turns into an hour. How many times have I been late? How many times have I lied to my family because I was totally doing drugs? Like, that's why I'm late. You know, I blame my bowl smoking on traffic. You know, and I don't think I have a place. And you know, I'm done. I'm done. I'm
You're
done.
done.
So it's I had my last hoorah at the Luke Combs concert. And that was super fun. And it was great. It was like it was like such a good, like, I'm done, like, this is it. I had my fun, and that was cool. And let's go. Let's live different. So anyway, so that's my spiel. That's my age spiel. I'm new. I'm a baby. I'm a baby at this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm living 30 minutes to 30 minutes. You know, and but I'm proud of me because I haven't done this and like ever. And if I wasn't smoking, I was definitely drinking for sure. If it wasn't that, you know, and not that it was an everyday thing, you know, I wasn't, you know, and I used to think that people who said like, oh, I can't just have one, you know, oh, well, then they have 20. And I'm not that. Well, I can't have one either. And that's what I had to come to terms with, is that like, yeah, TD, when in the hell have you ever had one beer? When have you ever had one drink? Never. Not a day since you started drinking, you know?
Yeah.
And so I just had to recognize that. And so I'm like I said, it's a struggle. I'm happy for this. 5 days will turn into 10 real quick, and they add up, and and I'm proud. So anyway, that's been my week. Looking for a new job, but I mean, teaching is coming up. School's coming up in like a month, so you know that's what I'm gonna do. And if I'm gonna be there for these kids, like I want to be, and be as good of a teacher as I want to be, I gotta be on my game. You know?
Thank God you're a teacher. God, the teachers these days are terrifying
That's
a lot
exactly
of
why I
times.
want to do it, Leanne. That's exactly why I feel so strongly, because someone's got to protect these fourth graders from monsters. And I have no problem walking into a classroom with my phone on and saying, put this shit down or I'm calling the fucking cops.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
challenging.
Fourth grade's a good grade too. Like, you
I
can
went
like
fourth
still
grade.
teach them, and they're willing to like listen and learn.
Their curiosity is like still there. So they kind of still believe in Santa Claus, but their critical thinking skills are developing. So they're like,
Yeah.
dots.
I loved fourth grade. It was one of my favorite grades.
It's a beautiful time, and they're very impressionable, and they need good guidance. Not, you know, you don't remember shit you learned in fourth grade. Who cares? But like a lot of stuff happens when you're 10. You know?
I remember my teachers though, for sure. They like helped me so much in fourth grade specifically. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's my goal is fourth grade. And yeah, and I'm gonna be good at this, and they're gonna love me. They're gonna love Miss B.
Good. We need more teachers, man. They don't ever like amplify the normal teachers. It's always the fucking batshit crazy ones that you see, unfortunately. But
which probably signals to more batshit crazy ones to be like, hey, this is the job for you.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously though, I feel like a lot of people that like kids do become teachers to get close to kids. So
yeah, that's it. And like, you know, I can smell a groomer from 100 miles away. Don't ask me how I know, but yeah, I know. And trust me, I'll be their worst enemy. They don't want me around. They're not gonna want me, and I'm not joining the union. That's another thing. I'm not joining the union.
Hell yeah.
No. Like, I'll be a teacher, but I'm not. I don't care.
I have a book about public unions right here that I need to read.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Because they fucking suck and they're fucking stupid.
Yes, they are. And I won't be a member. I won't pay dues. No, I don't need your protection because I'm a good teacher.
Well, speaking of the teachers union, I just heard this a couple days ago from my friend who does stuff with me with trafficking, but they're now like hiring specialized counselors to basically indoctrinate kids at schools. So they're getting training over the summer. And if you do not, like, if they go to this person and say, like, oh, my mom grounded me off social media, they're not affirming my delusional thoughts. They can legally take your kid up, I think it's 12 years old, and put them in a group home without you knowing or anything, just because you're not affirming their whatever they want to do. It could be anything too, which is terrifying. So if your kid's mad at you one day and they go in there and say, like, oh, they won't let me online and they won't let me express myself the way I do, like, they could literally put them in a group home and not have to say anything to you. Like, that is insane to me.
Where
That
no,
is a thing.
no
And it's the
abuse ever
teachers
happens
union.
there.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I made a TikTok about it just so in case parents don't realize that this is happening, like, everywhere. I'm like, you really should just talk to your kids. Don't let them get, like, trapped by language that they're using. Like, they could be mad at you one day and they'll take them and they won't even realize, like, what they're doing because they're kids. So it's so messed up, man. I just, what is happening here? Like, I don't understand anything going on. Like, I would never think any of this shit would happen, like, just 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, Duke, that's exactly what I was gonna say, Leanne, is like Duke and I were talking about this, like, what if, like, 10 years ago, if
No.
you told us that this was the future of the LB, like, you know, of gay marriage. And I hate to be that guy, but let's be that guy. This would be what gay, you know, because I definitely was like, well, of course I should be allowed to get married. I mean, duh. I mean, like, why
Yeah.
not? Like, let them. You know, who cares? And then, like, I didn't listen to my grandmother, who was like,
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, baby girl, that's what they call a slippery slope, you know.
Yep.
And I didn't, and I was like, Granny, you know, they should be, you know, how many gay people do we know that have been together for 40 years? And, you know, they've been living it, you know, old gay people, right, that have been together forever. Why can't they just go to the courthouse like I can? Like, that should be regular. And she was like,
Yep.
and here we are 10 years later. Didn't even take, it took a decade. Here we are. And
It's scary.
now kids getting taken from their parents because they're TIA. You know what I mean? Like, don't even put them with the L, the G. You know,
Nope.
my kid came to me and was like, I'm gay. Okay. Okay. Please just be gay.
Yeah, right.
Like, your life is going to be hard enough as it is. So
Yeah, just everyone's life, but you're gonna make it more just unbearable. I mean, like 10 years ago, I didn't think I would see a man trying to breastfeed a child either. So, you know, you'd be like calling the cops and everyone would be like beating his ass. And now it's like on social media and we're supposed to be like, oh my God, that's so precious. Like, no, dude, you should go to jail. Like, what? Ugh.
Yeah.
Not to get off topic real quick, like, just real quick, CD, Adam and I are quitting smoking again. Like, we've quit for like years and then
Good.
started again, and we're quitting again. So I may like not know exactly how you feel, but like, I'm gonna be in your boat very soon. Like, just I don't like, yeah. But y'all,
My-
I'm
my
about to
hardest
smoke
part
a
is my-
pack of cigarettes talking about this because raising, like, my son's little. He just turned 7. He still has that innocence about him. When he takes a cell phone, it's like, I just want to play Roblox, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I want to beat people up and I want to do these whatever. My daughter's about to be 13 and I cannot even tell you, even with homeschooling them, how scary it is. Like,
I
how
can imagine.
deep a lot of this shit
Mhm.
really runs. Like, I went, oh, Jess, I forgot to tell you this, but like, I'll kind of tell part of it. So I'll take my daughter to the mall for like mommy daughter day. You know, we'll go and get food from the food court. We see a movie if there's one I think is okay to see. And go shopping. I'm not a mall person, but it makes my daughter happy and she loves the mommy daughter days. So she wants to spend time with me. I'll fucking take it. And like, when I go to the mall, I see like the separation of groups of kids. So I'll see like maybe kind of like some nerdy kids, maybe having lunch and they're going to see a movie. See like the preppy chicks and the preppy boys, maybe jockey. But most of them look like the like emo, I'm a they them, like
Yeah.
so many kids, like more than there ever should be, where I was like, is that a boy or girl? Is that a boy? I can't tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're not as cool as
And
the
they
MySpace emo phase.
But
They're like
we
way
were
lamer.
we were cool, okay?
Yeah.
And we never had to want. I mean, there was some androgyny for sure,
Yeah,
but
not like this
it was
though. Not the
never. But like,
pathetic kind.
yeah, and like dudes are still dudes, and like I mean, I went to Warp Tour a lot, and
Me
dudes,
too.
little emo dudes with little skinny pants beat the shit out of other dudes in little skinny pants when we were moshing, and
Yeah.
nobody
They're
gave no
still
fuck.
tough. They're still tough.
Yeah, like they wore skinny jeans and shit, and they had hair. I mean, I still rock my. I mean, this is not. If I straighten this and I did it, this is still my emo cut from when I was 17 years old. It's still there. You know, it's like I tell them I went half mullet, half emo, and that's what we're going for. It's like a shag, but an emo shag. That's where we're at now at 32, and so no, we were fucking cool.
I'm still a stoner. My hair looks like I went through phases, so like my hair is the same it was when I was 17, and I wore flannels and jeans, and I'm just like, I'm too cool for everybody.
Yeah. No, Leanne, you're right. MySpace emo and these they them kids trying to be MySpace emo kids, not the same. You're not the same. Your music is not the same. We will go. I will fight you. I will die. I will die on this fucking hill.
They won't. They'll cry and they'll like put it on social media like my feelings have been ravished today. I'm
You
like,
say it in
dude.
song lyrics. You say it in song lyrics. That's how you say it. If you really want to talk about it, like you don't say your feelings. You use Taking Back Sunday lyrics. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how we do this.
Say your feelings. That's
No.
fucked up.
Yeah, we don't. We say them in lyrics. Like my MySpace was kind of like, dude, you can tell what mood I was of the day where my MySpace music. You know,
No, that was the best part of MySpace. You could like decorate your page. Now it's all
so good. It was so
boring.
good. Leanne, it was so. Call Tom. Leanne, you've got some sway with people. Force Mama, you got some sway with people.
And you remember doing that was the first time I did HTML was on MySpace.
Yeah, you had to learn
I
it.
learned how
Like,
to
you
do
had
that.
to.
Like it taught us shit, man.
I went to school
HTML.
with this
What?
girl who was like, yeah, it's coding. We were coding.
Yeah, like you put it in parentheses and you like can get
The little-
italics. I remember I
Yeah.
used to go on a forum too that would do it, and I was
Yeah,
like, I was so good at it. I was like, now
I
I'm
went
like, fuck, I want to get off the internet completely now.
this girl named Tiffany I went to school with. I won't dox her, but she was so good at it. Like she was so good. Bless her heart. No telling what she's doing now, but like she was like, I was like, her every day her MySpace page would do something different, and I'm like,
Yeah, some
I
people
want my
are
MySpace to do that
crazy.
too.
Yeah, some are really good. Mine was
Yeah.
okay.
No, yeah, mine wasn't. Mine was okay. It always had dope music. Like if anything, it had super
Did you say goat music?
dope music.
Oh, I thought you said goat. I was
Alice,
like,
I'm
I
just
don't know what
muting
that
you a
is.
little because it's always echoing. I don't know if it's because your big old titties are too close to the microphone, bouncing it back or what. But
Well,
Mine?
Adam. Oh wait,
Me?
no,
Wait,
no,
my
Alice.
microphone?
Oh,
No,
Adam
no,
just
Alice.
finished mowing the lawn. You came in and you left the door open. Let me.
Okay.
Close
Anyways,
it.
Alice has always got an echo problem, but it's just because I think she got big old boobs, and it's just like the sound bounces back sometimes
Yeah.
with some cameras or microphones. Anyways,
Some boobies. I
Did
gotta
you-
lose weight though. I'm so pissed at myself for gaining weight. Like I was so tiny before kids, but then I had a thickness that I kind of enjoyed in a way. Once I lost weight, I was like, okay, like I'm not like the tiny girl I was, but like I like my body and I'm in shape and I exercise, and just after moving in with my dad, like all of my good habits like went out the fucking door. But I can say today that I have gotten myself to a place mentally where I'm a lot better than I was, but I have to get back to the place where I was physically also better than I was.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fair.
hard.
I'm not a fan of this.
Oh, me too. I have it too.
Dude, I'm buff and I still fucking have it. Like it's just our bodies.
Yeah,
It's
but
just a little thing.
it's like yeah. Like I looked, I don't remember like what it was, but I went back and looked at a stream from right before the vow renewal, and I'm like, damn, like, ugh, like my arms were so much thinner. Like like
Yeah, it sucks. I wish my arms were thinner. I need to stop like eating junk.
I was gonna say it's diet. Our arms
it's
are
so
diet.
good.
Our arms are diet.
Yeah,
Just-
I
yeah,
need to stop.
it sucks because it's like, but bread. But bread.
Yeah.
But bread.
Hopefully, I just
See,
won't
I
feel like
never
shit though.
watched
So
what I ate. Like even when I lost weight, I didn't really watch what I ate. I've never been like somebody who like over binged on food except for like on certain occasions, like, oh, like the football game, we're gonna eat chicken wings and pizza and I'm gonna drink root beers and
hey,
like,
quit.
and I exercise. So I was never somebody like, oh my God, I can't have that cake, or oh my God, I can't have this. It was just everything in moderation. I mean, that's how my parents were growing up. Like, I would say the junkiest food we always had at our house was chips and French onion dip. Like, that was the shit.
Yeah, I can't even eat that now. I'd probably get sick. I just don't want to feel like shit. So I need to stop eating like junk.
Yeah.
What's
Like
junk
that.
for you, Leanne?
Yeah, even though everything's poisoned anyway, so fucking good luck with that. So I mean, you just got to do whatever you can do, I guess. I'm like looking at strawberries today. I'm like, okay, these are like the most like pesticide sprayed shit. I'm like, I need to quit watching this shit because what are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do. So just fucking rinse them off and eat them, whatever.
Our friend Kyle, he's pretty good about it too. Because sometimes you can't get too all the fucking noise and knowledge and shit out there about all the food stuff, and it's like it just becomes too much and become a
Yeah.
moral thing. And food shouldn't be moral.
No.
There shouldn't be bad and good, and like it's all just
I
comes
don't
down
ever
to like
I never went
moderation.
on a diet, but I try not to eat junk all the time. But it's like hard to even find anything that you want to eat. It's a lot of work making it and shit. And I don't know.
The hardest part is like cooking.
I love it.
Like I'm not good at cooking for one at all because I cook for 5. I don't know how to cook. Like I would try to make a one.
Cooking's easy though. Like you just read directions pretty much.
Yeah, I you're right.
If you wanted to, it's not fun.
Maybe in
I
sobriety
baking,
you can pick it up, or it'll be like a new habit.
I am going to be the mocktail queen. That's what I'm gonna do. So at my 6 months, I already told Duke that I'm throwing a big party, and it's all delicious mocktails. I've already been online, and I found like all kinds of like alcohol-free alcohol, which is fucking cool. So that I can still enjoy a mojito. I can still enjoy one of my favorite summer drinks is an Aperol Spritz, and they make non-alcoholic Aperol. And I bought a bottle today. It's coming. I'm like, this is great because it's just like liqueur, right? Like it doesn't need liquor in it. Like it's not fermented. It's not fermented alcohol. It's a liqueur. So if I had that and some fancy tonics. Mm-hmm. And like a blood orange to squeeze into it, like delicious, and it looks fancy and it looks like a cocktail, and I don't have to feel like I'm missing out. And like that way, like also when people, there's like a whole culture of sober people, and they have a blast. And I'm gonna be one of those people, and like it should be fun. If we're gonna do this, we're not doing this to hurt ourselves, to punish ourselves. Yeah. We're doing this because we want to, because we can't have one. So instead, let's just enjoy, we can still enjoy going out. We can still enjoy all that stuff. And so, you know,
I
I've
don't
always
drink.
looked
I
at.
haven't drank in like 10 years.
Oh, good for
Well,
you.
I mean, I drank twice with someone, like, but not a lot. Like, I drank on 2 occasions I hung out with this person, but
In
other
10
than that,
years, that's pretty damn good.
and I didn't even really like it. And I'm like drinking. I'm like, is it doing anything? I was like, I feel like it's not. Because when I drink, I want Coke, and that's a
Yeah,
problem.
that's the problem.
So like I just don't
Those two
drink
together.
anymore. So, and I was addicted to opiates. So just when all that, I just haven't done it. That's why you said you like are late in your family. I'm sitting there like I miss Thanksgiving because I was so coked up and half drunk still. The next day my eyes wouldn't close. And I'm like, there's no way I can go to Thanksgiving. There's no fucking way. I can't do it. So I missed like a whole Thanksgiving. They're like calling my phone. I'm like, I can't do it. I couldn't close my eyes.
Oh
Like,
my
cause you know, the night before Thanksgiving, everyone gets fucked up, and
Mhm.
oh my god, it was terrible. I was like, I can't go anywhere. Can't eat. I can't even shut my fucking eyelids. I was like, forget it.
Fucking blow, man.
No, I
Oh my god, it's
listen, it's a
terrible.
funny story. Okay, so I've saved this. I haven't told anyone this story yet because I was saving it for the show. So a few weeks ago, speaking of Coke, this is relevant. So a few weeks ago, I was we had at the restaurant I was working at, we have like an upstairs terrace. It was open, it's completely open, it's beautiful, and had a beautiful view of the river, and I really enjoyed it. And that was like my favorite part of my job, was to be able to like be up there and look out. Well, I had this older man, British older man, right? So like proper posh British man, white haired, like I said, probably 60s, I would say, maybe. Anyway, nice guy, whatever. He shows up and he's like, where's the bathroom? And I like showed him the bathroom, and he comes back and he's meeting his sister and her husband. And okay, no big deal, right? But he had like some stuff going on underneath his nose, like a scab, like it was like kind of bloody. And I don't,
Oh,
because I'm naive and I just
amateur.
I was like, you know, maybe he had something burned off. Maybe he, you know, I don't think twice. I don't
Skin cancer of the nose.
no, I don't pretend to know people's medical problems. Okay, I'm just here to make money. So, but he went to the bathroom and then he came back and he was like extra Jones. Maybe he was excited to see his sister. I don't know. So they're going through lunch, and like like him and his sister are British, right? And like the husband is from Florida, you can tell. And so she, in the most like Sussex way, says, hey Stoner, what's up? Syphilis. So maybe again, I don't pretend to know. I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not a biologist. I don't know what people's medical problems are. And so the sister mentions his note, like she makes a comment about the note, and he like adamantly was like, we are not talking about it. I was like, I don't know. I'm walking away. Like I can only stay to this bar, right? Like I only have so many places I can go. And I'm like, clearly there's some shit going on here. He was like, I'm very self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious. And I was like, again, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I go to leave. And they are the only people that sat on this side of the bar all day. Well, I go to sweep as I'm cleaning up. I'll go to sweep. And I found an orange bottle with like no label on it or nothing. Well, I was like, oh, dang, that guy, he dropped his medicine for his nose. Oh, no. So I literally, y'all, I didn't take it directly to my man. I like set it up on like our register behind the bar to be able to like tell my manager, like, hey, I found this. I think it's the guy's medicine. I'm sure he's gonna call for it because he had a thing going on. And she goes, Carolina, this is cocaine. I was like, what? It's like, no, the way she saw the bottle, she said, what are we doing, drugs up here? And I was like, oh no, that was this guy. I think it fell out of his pocket. Like he had something going on and it looks like salve or something. And she like opens it. It has a Bic pen cap in it. And apparently there's like a shit ton of Coke at the bottom of this thing. And I was like,
oh man, did he come back and get it, or did he bitch it? He
No,
did?
he totally ditched it. He never came
Oh
back.
my
He never
God.
called because I was like, what? How does someone like cocaine fall out their pocket like that? And who
Well, they're
brings
coked the
cocaine?
fuck up. If that dude's got his bloody sore nose out in public,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
gonna be
Yeah,
on the
it's
foot.
crazy.
Somebody got mad at the sister for mentioning it, and he like she knew he had a
That's
problem.
my favorite part because she probably did
Oh
know.
my
It's like,
God.
you're gonna ruin another. You're gonna ruin another fucking dinner.
Mhm.
Exactly. Like she's like, you came all the way from England to get cocaine from Fort Lauderdale, and like
Oh my God.
oh my God, y'all! It was so yeah. So that what was so funny was then I just became like for a week cocaine. I was my nickname changed to something else, and I'll say that it's the title of a Johnny Cash song, and yeah, I ended up
Delilah.
not quite. You'll get it in a minute, Alice.
I know. I can't think of it either.
And so it starts with cocaine. Anyway, it was just that was like the funniest moment of work. And yeah, they were like, yeah, I was like, I don't do coke, man. I don't know. I'm from the sticks, first of all. So like cocaine
Well, that's good. Your drinking problem doesn't include coke too, because
Yeah.
that's like that's where it's
I
fucked.
can't even imagine having to quit cocaine. Oh my God, drinking and weed is enough. I cannot. Good for everyone that's ever done it. Amen. Because Lord have mercy. I cannot imagine. Like I said, I grew up like that was never a thing that you could even get. And if you did, that's the last thing you wanted to put in your body because you don't know what the hell.
Oh, I wouldn't now. There's like people
No.
dying because they're fucking cutting it with fentanyl. Like my
Fentanyl.
friends still do it, so they have testers when they go out. So if they buy coke, they have to test it because the ER is like filled with people now. Like I heard nurses talking about it and shit, like because they're putting fentanyl in the coke. Like you can't do anything anymore.
That
Like
seems so
Jesus.
stupid. That's like, why would you kill off?
That's what I said. Why would you kill your customers?
Just
I'm
cut
like,
it with fucking
who's selling
baby
it? Bill
laxative,
Gates? Like, is
go
he the
for it.
fucking dealer? Like, I don't understand why you would do that, but I don't know. It's crazy though.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
No, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me to do cocaine right today. Like
No, I wouldn't now.
Like, I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
I like
I've
to,
never
like,
done cocaine.
I don't
Not
want
to
to
say
die.
like I'm innocent anyway, but that's something I haven't done. And
No, that's the one thing
when I
you don't
was
want to,
younger-
because once you do, then you don't want to not do it. That's what's so different about it compared to even like, I know weed and alcohol can be hard too, but like that stuff, there's something else, man. It's a whole nother level of addiction.
I only wanted it when I was drunk and like because it like evened you out, but I did it once sober. I do not know how people do that. I can't. I don't like uppers, so it did not work for me. I hated every fucking second of it. Like I had to be drunk and I never got addicted to it. That's why I got addicted to like pills because I never got addicted to anything and that was what got me. And oh my God, that is the devil. Like that is truly the devil.
No, I have mad respect for anyone who does it and then and, like gets on it and like quits because
it's so hard. And it wasn't physical, it was mental. The mental is like crazy, dude. You just never think you're gonna be happy again, ever. It just sucks the life out of you and your endorphins, like they're just gone. Like dopamine is gone and you have to like build it back up. And that's why people just relapse, they just give up. They're like, fuck it.
No, it's hard. I mean,
yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks. I would never touch that shit again. Never.
Mad respect. So no, it's like you know, if I can't imagine. Mad respect.
I was only addicted to it for 2 years though, and I never shot up or anything. I never did needle stuff. I told all my friends, like, if I ever use a needle, that means I want to die. Like I give up. So if I ever start injecting it, then you know why. But I never got to that point. So
Amen.
I just stopped.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
it's the devil.
Yeah, I've been to too many funerals for people who did.
Me too.
You know, went to needles and then having to look their parents in the face and say, "We I knew they had a problem, but I mean, you know, I'm not their mom."
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so no, it's sad, and that's why I was like looking at this 60-something-year-old man, like, dude, I can't believe your heart hasn't given out yet.
Well, there's a lot of fucking older people that still do coke and stuff. Usually when they're out and being social, like that's not uncommon that I've seen, but like they don't do it every day. They just do it like when they're out. A lot of people like take ecstasy now too when they're out, or
Yeah,
like
like the people who used to love going to raves and stuff, they
yeah.
kind of want to party.
That was my see that when I was young, that was my drug of choice was ecstasy, MDMA. Now, wouldn't touch Molly, the white substance, absolutely freaking not.
Mm-mm.
But like, yeah, definitely when I was younger, that was what I did. And today, like I said, you couldn't pay me to touch it. I don't know what I don't even know if they make tabs anymore. But rave culture was definitely fun. Plur culture was super fun. I was definitely big into that.
Mhm.
But then dubstep came along, and I was like, this is mainstream, and you're making raves were cool. Talk about gay people, right? Like that's where you could go and like be gay, and
Mhm.
everyone is having the time of their life,
Yeah.
and like it's okay. Like, and then they brought raves. Whenever I remember the first time I heard that like they were charging tickets to raves, and that confused the shit out of me. I'm like, what? I used to go to barn raves, and the entrance fee was a case of water.
Yeah. If
Like,
my shit goes out, it's because there's like a storm coming. I can hear it. It's really loud. So if it goes out, then that's probably why.
it's not because you hate us, thank God, because we
No,
wouldn't.
no. I'm like looking outside. I'm like, okay, it's gonna storm, I guess. There's like something hitting my house. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
No, but like all the people nowadays too, just like all the like Burning Man, all these people, they're like swingers, all these people who just work into that, and yeah, and
Mm.
it's
No, when they
just
brought it above, when they
normal.
brought it above ground, and it went, and Skrillex became a Grammy-nominated artist, that's when I was like, what in the hell is happening?
Yeah.
I was never cool into any of that. Okay, so
Like peace, love, unity, respect was a lifestyle. It was new age hippies is
Yeah,
what we,
pretty much.
you know? And like then it was
I had
like,
a really cute shirt in the 90s that said peace, love, and unity.
yeah, see, like I mean that's what it was, and it was a culture, and like it was just like Plur, and now then it became
Now
just
it's like now you know what it's like unless your family's fucked up and unless you have some and this was kind of big back in the 90s when I was a kid, but it has become even more prevalent. Like you need to be fucked up in the head to be like cool.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, no, your
I mean,
Yeah.
victimhood is your social currency. That's
Mhm.
what it's become. It's
And
like
being mentally ill, like if you have now it's like neurodivergent. I'm like, y'all are just stupid. Like,
people literally are
yeah.
like, as someone with X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, you're just a person.
yeah, why can't you just be a person who has these traits and quirks?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a fucking disorder?
yeah, they use it as an excuse to like be shitheads. Like,
Yes.
oh well, I'm neurodivergent. Like, oh, okay.
Okay, well, my mom called that retarded. So.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that means. Like just making up words and shit.
Well, and half the time it's like, well, I'm this way, so I can't do this. I'm like, okay, you're pointing out the problem, you're seeing the problem,
Yeah.
and you're just saying I'm
You're
not, gonna
not
work
solving
on
the
it because of this.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can't get rid of it, then they won't be unique and
Exactly.
trendy. What will they have?
But you are unique.
Nothing.
Like your own stupid little ways, like you're unique. But like try explaining that to young kids.
What happened
I
to just
mean,
dyeing your hair pink or whatever? You know what I
I don't
mean?
know. They watch too many pharmacy commercials. Like, if you didn't
That's
see any of that,
exactly
then you probably would just be you. You're just weird or whatever.
Yeah.
They convinced everyone that they're like mentally ill, so they just take shit for it. And I'm like, maybe you're just weird, or just maybe that's not even weird. That's normal. Like they
Yeah.
convinced everyone there's like something wrong with them.
Yeah, so it's just like when they talk about eye contact, I'm like, there's times I don't like fucking making eye contact. It doesn't like,
neither.
it's like
Like,
that's a
especially if you get on my
normal
nerves, or
behavior.
like, what if you're high and you just don't want to because it's weird and you're gonna start laughing? Like,
it's
it's not.
totally weird when people just stare into your eyes.
Yeah, I
talk
don't know.
to
Sometimes
you.
it's creepy. I don't like looking in
Yeah, like
some
you need
people's
to,
eyes.
You need to like look away at times. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter was talking to me about that. She's like, "Mom," she's telling me like we watched this video and it's like it was talking about looking in people's eyes and she's like, "Mom, think that's kind of weird sometimes, and it makes me really uncomfortable. Like when people are just like dead
Learn to be
set,
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I
yeah,
hate it.
you
I hate when
know.
people do
And
that.
she's like, and she's like, it makes me feel like there's something wrong with me that like I kind of look away and my eyes wander around when I talk to people, and I'm like, oh my god, no, it's just like it's totally normal. Like you're normal. And then, like with the pharmaceutical commercials, I saw this one commercial the one day that was talking about, like, I struggle to finish the laundry. It's like, bitch, who hasn't?
I know, right?
One of the things I say as a stay at home mom and wife is, holy shit, I wish somebody would told me about all the fucking laundry I was going to have to do.
Never
Mhm.
ends.
Kill you.
Never
It's like,
ends.
Folding it sucks, man. I'll just leave that shit there for days. I'm like, I can't do it. It's
one
the
of the
worst
best
part.
days of my life is when I
Leanne,
taught my
Leanne, you're
daughter
my
to do
single
her own
hero. You are
laundry.
my single hero. I live vicarious. Like, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Is half your bed full up of shit?
No.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I just don't like folding the laundry, so I'll leave it in the dryer and then I'll keep pushing the steam and then I'm like, yeah, I'll get it when it's done. And I don't. And then I'll do it the next day, 15-minute like steam thing, and then I won't do it. And I'm like, fuck it, dude. I hate it. It's so boring.
My girl.
I'll just
Girl,
keep steaming
own
it.
heart.
Mhm. And then never get it. It's actually still in the dryer from like 3-4 days ago, honestly. So I just go in there if I need something. I'm like, okay, well, I'm good till till tomorrow. I got what I needed. I think my
My
dog's
big
like
thing
eating her ass.
is like
Will you
with
stop
with
eating
with
your ass
doing
back there?
laundry
She cleaning it
for
up.
for people.
All I can hear is
it's like,
gobbling. I'm like, shh.
oh my God. But yeah, my biggest thing is like, as long as I can get to the dryer, we're good. Like we're good.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it. The dryer, and then I'm done. I'm like, forget it. I hate folding it. It's so boring. Oh my God. I hate it.
It is so
It is terrible.
I hate it.
No.
Mhm.
See, Alice, you're cool because my mom, from the time I was the oldest of three, right? And so on that side, and so I was responsible. By the time I was like, I could reach into the washer. So from the time I could reach into the washer, because we went to private school, right? So we always had uniforms. We had to wash our uniforms all the time. And so from the time, yeah, it was like I was responsible for gathering up uniforms for me, my brother, my sister, washing them, and then putting them in the dryer. My
What,
mom,
the help didn't do it? The Meemaw didn't do it?
hell no. She said, no, hell no. She was like, for the time she's like, I'm not doing this anymore. You're doing this. You're the
Damn.
oldest. You go do it. No, I mean, no.
Well,
she cleaned
my
my mama's.
daughter does do her own laundry now.
I don't
She
think my
does
mom
do
would have
her-
trusted me to do everyone's laundry.
Yeah, that is a big
Yeah,
responsibility.
my daughter does hers, and that's it.
That's good though. No, that's good. No, I mean, I went to college. You know, I was in a sorority, and I learned some of these bitches never turn on a washer. Like they didn't know how to do
Well,
it.
that's pretty pathetic.
It's so pathetic. Like, you know, I had a mammy.
When
but-
girls are like, I don't know how to like do laundry or cook. I'm like, you sound like a fucking idiot. Like, what do you mean?
Wow,
Like,
wow.
Like, it's so
what the
hard.
fuck? Like, I'm like incapable. Isn't that so cute? Oh my God. Like, okay. Fucking so weird to
I
me
will
that
never
they think that's
understand. I
cute.
will never understand. I will never understand. I've
No. You're like, oh my God, I'm like totally not self-sufficient. Like, no. My mom takes care of me and like I need like a butler.
I need
Like, okay.
team
You're
of people.
cool.
5. Yeah, it's amazing. It's truly because I have all these deficiencies with myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
then
don't know
when
how guys date
SSRIs
these girls.
and
I
when-
just want to blow my own head off just listening to them talk online. So I'm like, I don't know how a man dates a chick like that. I just don't understand. I really think I should have been a dude, like my whole mind. Like maybe I'm trans. I don't know because I do not have that brain that some girls have. Like they're so fucking annoying. I'm like, you are annoying, dude. Like I know why he cheats on you because you keep nagging him and telling him that he is. So why wouldn't he just go fucking do it? Like, god damn. Like
No,
they're so annoying. How do you date these girls? I'm like,
Sometimes they just need to shut the fuck up. Like
oh
we
my
all just need to
God.
shut the fuck up once in a while. And some people just need to learn.
I'm just like, how do you live with this person? Like, how do you deal? Like, is this why you're miserable? Like, what in the fuck, dude? Like, I do
And if
not
they ask her
understand.
to do, like, what happens when he's like, "Hey, babe, can you do this?" She's like, "No. How
No,
dare
like,
you?
what do you
How dare
do
you?
with them?
Dare you?"
They're
Like,
like an NPC to me. Like, there's nothing there. Like, they're
no.
just like, I don't know. I can't even explain. There's like nothing like deeper than just, I don't know, dumb shit. And it's like talking to a wall. I
And
just
no one
don't,
is
I
hot enough
can't.
to get away with not having a personality.
You
You know what I
what?
mean? No, like, no one is so hot that like they
No.
like
Oh my
like
God.
can
No.
get away with, like, I have, like, their whole everything is how many followers they have,
Oh
or
God, I hate that. That's the
whatever
worst.
platform you're talking about, like, their that count, and I'm like, bro, there's like a whole
Mm-mm.
world, and like
Yeah.
if you, and I don't know, why don't you just go bind your feet? Hey, why don't we just go back to that? Asian
I have
people,
no
Asian
idea. If they bring that up, I'm out, dude. I'm out. Like,
dude,
I'll have like influencer, like celebrity type people, and they will lead with that in the DMs. And I'm like, you are such a fucking douche. Like, if you lead with money or, oh, I got this many followers, like, am I dating a number on a page, like a fucking NFT? Like, why do I care how many followers you have? Like, what does that do for me? Nothing. Like, the same with rich guys. It's not my money. What the fuck do I care? Like, oh, yes, he has money and it's not mine. So
Right.
why the fuck do I care? I'm like, no, I'd rather not have a rich dude because they're just annoying and they think they could do whatever they want and treat you like shit because they got
No,
money.
you want a
and-
hardworking, like smart with his money dude who's like down to earth and like
Yeah.
doesn't spend it on flashy stupid shit on
Yeah,
like
like I don't want
cars
any of those rich douchebag, like alpha acting. Like, they're so fucking annoying. Like, no.
How many times did I have patrons at the bar who had a $20 tab? They made a drink and maybe, and a half. And they paid with $100 bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bitch,
all the
I'm not
time.
impressed. I'm not impressed. Now I have to make fucking change. Thank you.
and they push it over to you with their with the whatever watch arm. They push their little watch in your face too.
Yeah, and they usually don't tip either. They're too cheap, so they leave like a shitty tip. I'm like, okay, you got all this money, but you're shitty to service people. I hate you. Like, no.
Yeah,
Those are the
no,
worst.
you're making life so hard, and you're not. Yeah, so your money isn't making my life easier.
No, it's not
Therefore-
mine. Why do I care? Like, why? I don't understand why women want to go after. Like, there's whole like women on TikTok explaining how to get a rich guy. I'm like, why? Do you want to be annoyed and wondering where he is and who he's cheating on you with, who he's talking to? Because they do. That's just what they do. Most of them can't control themselves because they have money. So they think they could do whatever they want because they know some other dumb bitch will accept it. Like, so you want to live like that? Go ahead, but you're not going to be happy in the end. Like, it's just annoying. Like, I dated
I am
dudes like that
quite
and
happy
promptly
with
left.
my blue-collared, average salary dude.
Yeah, just I don't even care about that. It's just like who they are, if they're funny.
Yeah.
And like you'll just know. Like, I just know if I will like someone. So if they happen to have money, I mean, it just depends if I feel like, yeah, I guess, but I would rather not do that because it's just not.
Stoner's the down to earth dude. Stoner would be a good match for somebody. He'd be
Yeah.
like, let's bet on these penny gamblings while eating our dollars pizza from Come and Go. Just loving
Yeah.
life.
But girls always want like those influencer type dudes that have money and they like make video. I'm like, why, dude? They're not going to stay just with you. Like, you're always going to be wondering what they're doing, or like, because they just do that. They just can't control themselves. I don't know why they don't say single. That's what's annoying. Like, just don't date anyone, and then you could do whatever you want, and you won't fuck up anyone's health, mental health, and no one will care. So I just don't understand why. Just be single. Like, fuck it.
They
Just
like
do whatever
the
you want then.
control.
No one
They
can say
like the
shit.
control of
Ta-da. Like, it's not that hard. But they can't do that because they're insecure.
Those guys just aren't even like attractive to me.
No, usually they're not really. I find very weird people attractive though. So yeah, like I think Tucker Carlson's hot. That's like the only crush I really have. Before it was Shelby Stanger, who's on Axemen, and Shelby the Swamp Man. Like I used to like him. That's like the last one before Tucker. Other than that, there's like no one really that I have a crush
You know
on.
who is a cutie? Is Mersh is a cutie. I think Mersh is a cutie.
Agreed.
He's not my
He's not your
type.
type. Yeah, he's not normally be my type, but something about him, like I'm like, oh, he's a cutie.
I haven't really paid attention. He always has sunglasses on,
Yeah.
so I don't
Once
really
in a while,
know.
he'll take him off so you can see it, but like,
Oh,
he has
yeah, I
a,
don't know if I've
he has
seen
a
him
lazy
without it.
eye or something. So he likes
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him with no sunglasses. I don't
there's some
know.
stuff. There's some stuff he's put out where it's like he does, but yeah, I would not. I mean, that over Andrew Tate. I would take Mersh over Andrew Tate, but that's like no, no.
Yeah.
There.
I
It's
really
not
was
that
trying to
funny
think the other
shit.
day. Someone asked me who was like hot, like crush wise, and I'm like, besides Tucker Carlson, I don't really
I love
know.
Tucker. I love that Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, like that's been for
Well,
like
he's
a
adorable.
year and a half, 2 years. Other than that, I really can't think of anyone.
Love
Yeah,
it.
no, he's adorable, and like he's a good husband, and he takes care of his family, and like that's also part of the attraction for sure, because he's just like he's just good. Have you guys all watched the Tate interview?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's I'm like not even halfway through it yet, but so far so good, and like I think he definitely did a good job of humanizing Tate, and I don't give a lot of credence to the narrative and the propaganda. I definitely think he says douchey things and is like a proponent of like douchey culture. But
Yeah.
I agree with him on COVID, and like how he says a lot of really good things in there about COVID. He talks a little bit about like the Ukrainian war, and like I said, I don't
I
think
thought they said they had information that he was trafficking, because I always said that too. Like, there's no proof or evidence. Where is it?
That
They
was
said
remember
they have
that was
it.
when Eliza Blue was on
Where?
Timcast at one
Yeah,
time.
where is it? They said it like not that long ago. So
That was
where
before
is
she
it?
got
He's supposed to
outed
get
for all that
recharged.
stuff. And she was like, "No, I know for sure." And I remember whoever was on, they were being polite. It was Luke, whatever. They're like, well,
Yeah.
and then what happened with her, So
yeah.
I honestly don't know, because I talked to a girl that knows Andrew. I'll just say that because I don't know if I can say who she is, but she was with him. Okay, this girl. And I asked her about like Eliza and all that, if anyone that she knew talked to her, like when all this was going on. And she said she doesn't think so. And then she watched the Timcast thing and she's like, I don't know who she's talking about or who she talked to. Because she knows the girls that there was like two of the girls that wanted their name off of the charges that he had on there when he was in jail. They kept telling the authorities, like, no, we are not pressing charges. He didn't do anything to us. Like, we like him, we live with him, we work with him. And they wouldn't take their names off of the charges. They kept trying to keep them on there. So, but she said that she doesn't know if they ever talked to Eliza or anything. So
it's
I'm
not
just
hard
gonna
to
believe that
believe.
she didn't, probably. So
Well, Liza's a clout gurgler, so whatever.
which is weird that you would say that on a big podcast like that. Like, do you think no one will know anybody that you're talking about? Like, why would you say that you were trafficked by a famous person, for one? Okay, if you say that, people are gonna dig and want to know who it is. So even if you're clout chasing around that time with an athlete or trying to fuck him, they're gonna assume that it's him or whoever it is. Like, why would you say that? Like, don't say anything then. She's just kind of stupid. I don't know. She still follows me too. She still
Me
follows me. And like, I don't understand. I made that video, like that skit making fun of her. And like, there's no way she didn't see it because people were retweeting it. And she still follows me and didn't block me. It's very weird. Wait, she still follows you too?
Yeah, she still follows me. And her friend whoever Amanda Jean is, like comments and likes a lot of my stuff.
Oh, I don't know her. So,
Yeah,
but I'm like, oh, whatever.
Friends,
I'm like, Whatever
Wonder
floats
what's
your
going
boat.
on. Like, how do people dig? Like, all the hate I fucking get, I'm like, I ain't done nothing, motherfuckers. Like, how do these people, they'll still stay in the public light?
Yeah, it's
Elijah
crazy.
straight up lied. Like straight up lied. And like yeah, she's still
I
going.
get lying about stuff, but that's kind of really fucked up to lie about shit like that. Like that's why I always wonder, like, has she ever actually talked to anyone that was in like trafficked for real? Because if you could talk to them, especially a young girl, and you could still lie about that and gain from it, you are a true piece of shit and have no conscience whatsoever. That's why I'm like, has she ever, or is she literally a sociopath? Like, I don't know which one it is. So
Sociopath of some sort. Because there's a point where like they know they're busted, but they just keep trucking. Like there has to be something, right? Like,
I have no idea.
and
People have no
it sucks
shame.
because it makes anybody who does want to make a good effort towards that thing. It just like, who knows? Was that all part of the psyop, or she was involved too? Because she was the daughter of a politician and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
Like
it was
people are gonna find out everything. Why would you lie about it? Like that's why I don't lie about anything. I don't give a fuck. There is nothing. I'll tell you myself. But like that shit, like how people are gonna know who your dad is, dude, if he's a politician and shit. Like I don't understand. You got all these music videos.
Alice found that, and then I gave that to Chrissy. Point. Alice was the snoop on that one. Yeah, everyone finds out. Like, yeah,
Like,
that's the same
why?
thing. That's why, like, I feel like a lot. Like, look how honest we've been on this episode. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Why would you not be genuine and honest? And just then you don't have to keep. Oh, what did I say? What did I say?
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck
That
that.
sounds so exhausting. The people who do that, that would be
I
exhausting.
don't know how they do it. I would
Ugh.
never remember to do that. And plus, I think my life is so weird and I feel like I've lived 10 lives. I don't have to lie. Like, there's so much fucked up shit that I don't even talk about because there's like no point and it's like doesn't have to do with anything. But like, how do you remember all of these lies? I don't know how they do it. That's probably why they get caught, I guess. Because
At some point,
they slip up. Like, that's
big.
exhausting, man.
Okay.
Well, people talk about politicians too, like, oh, you can't talk like that and be a politician. I'm like, dude, why do you want fake politicians that just say what you want to hear but don't mean it? Like, how's that been going for us? Like, don't you just want someone who's normal and real? Like, yeah, we fucking swear and do weird shit. So what? So do you. And like, you want someone to be like fake, prim, and polished, but they're actually like fucking terrible human beings still. Like, that's not really working out. So how about just get over what you think a politician should look like and sound like? Because it obviously ain't working. That's why people give you shit. I'm like, no, dude, we want people like you doing it. You're fucking normal and real. And like, why do you want a fake ass politician? Like, they're the worst.
Yeah, and they're all doing weird, like they're doing weirder shit than I do, than my weird shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like so much worse shit. Like, really, dude? Like,
all
please.
groomed and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, no one. I've said, like, I've told the organ. I'm like, I am so sorry if I say something, but I took responsibility. I made posts. I'm like, it is me. It's not anybody else. Blah blah blah. Because it is me. Like, they're not used to that either. Even in like the like when Jesse Kelly didn't like me, like they have all their approved people too, you know, and like they're polished people, and I'm like, well, I'm just full trucking.
Those polished people are boring. I don't give a fuck if they're on the left or the right. They're fucking boring. They're so boring. Like, that's not who they are. You can tell. Like, I want you to just be you. Like, okay, if you do weird shit, just who cares? Like, I don't want that anymore. Like, I don't like that. Like, I even think Tucker Carlson isn't that prim and proper, especially now. Like, he had to be on Fox, but the shit behind the scenes when they put that audio out, that shit was hilarious. Like, I wish he was just like that all the time. It would be so much better. Yeah, say the fucking cuss words, okay? Like, we could be swearing right now in another language.
Grabbing him by the pussy, right? And I was like,
that's hilarious. Like, what do you mean? He didn't say it without their permission.
I'm confused as to why I'm supposed to be mad.
Yeah, like, I don't care.
If this is like, I don't like, if I was as rich as Donald Trump and I had the connections that Donald Trump had, and I would too.
Yeah,
I
he didn't
very
say
much
I
like
did it
being
against their
grabbed by the
will.
pussy sometimes.
But
Like
they
I
make
like it,
they
but
make it available, like as if these women aren't completely throwing themselves
Exactly, they
at
are
it. Like,
all the
come on.
time. All these
Like,
dudes. Like,
so, like, it's like, dude, no, I'm not. I wasn't. I was like, and
I know, I thought it was hilarious.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. I mean, like, I'm confused.
so
Why am I? And it's like you remember like the liberal, like the libtard, like
yeah.
and it's like,
Meanwhile, they'll listen to like WAP and shit by Cardi B, but heaven forbid. Like, really, dude?
so
So
yeah,
stupid. I guess an old white guy can't say it, or then it's like just so crazy.
yeah, that's the rule.
clutches pearls.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't really give a shit that he said that at all. Anytime I need to laugh, I look at that tweet from Trump. Did you ever see the tweet that he made from Barney Frank or something? And he was talking about his nipples protruding in Congress. Dude,
Oh.
that is the best tweet I've ever seen.
Let me write
I
it
was
down.
like, he is so funny, dude. I don't know who Barney is, whatever his name is, but yo, anytime I need to laugh, I just look at that tweet. I'm like, he is hilarious. See, more politicians should be like that. That's why people like Trump so much. So you would think they would catch on, but I don't think they are catching on.
No, because everybody acts. There's the fake, all the concern shit, the fake concern shit, and then I can't believe you're doing that, and the moral shit, and the moral fake shit. It's like they'll be doing some crazy ass shit themselves, and then right away, it's and you can't fight whether that's Marxism or whatever. Like you can't fight it because they'll always just do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't stand the people on the right either that are like moral signalers, like not virtue signalers, or the moral signalers. Meanwhile, they're out there like they have girlfriends and wives, or getting hookers when they're at conventions and shit. They're in your fucking DMs or doing nasty shit, blowing coke. Like, kiss my ass, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't ever say shit about OnlyFans. Like,
yeah, they doing all that shit.
No, they do
There's
way
enough of us
more
who
shit.
know too, where it's like they do that and then they share the raunchy shit, and it's with the moral. I'm like, you just want to see it too, like anybody else. So
I'm like, y'all quit fucking showing this shit. Like, I would never see it if it wasn't for you. Like, I don't want to see Sam Smith gyrating, looking like an oiled ham. It's gross for one. Like, I don't want to see it. I would never see it if it wasn't for them. Like, why are you doing this? Like, please fucking stop, dude. Like, it's so disgusting.
Normally gay, Sam Smith.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
he was
is
just
disgusting.
This nice-looking young man.
Mm-hmm. Now,
probably a normal gay, and now it's just, ugh.
He's a sloppy mess, dude. Like, my God, I don't know how someone becomes like that so quickly. Like,
I mean, he used to be, like you said, and it's like Lizzo happened, and now it's like okay to be extremely.
Dude, Lizzo isn't even as gross as him to me. Like,
no, he's way grosser.
Oh my God.
Like, I saw Lizzo before. She's one of the few artists I've ever seen. Like before she got really, really big, she played. She was like bottom tier of Voodoo Fest in New Orleans, like back then. And I'm like, who is this big girl playing the flute? Like, this rocks. Like, good for her. Like, I was like, I don't know who she is, but I am with it. And then it became all about her being fat. And I was like, well, we can't be cool no more.
I feel like they make her do that. And I feel like if they didn't push that on her, I feel like she probably wouldn't. She would just do her performances and then be it. But they make her do this shit and talk about it. And I mean, she tried to get healthy and people were yelling at her and shit online because she was like doing like weight loss and wanted to feel better, and everyone got mad at her. So like now she has to stay fat. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
And then y'all say Margot Robbie's ugly. I can't. That
was just some stupid Pavlovian shit. I swear, it just was spreading yesterday, and we all
had to be dumb.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude.
Well, you know what I think about it, and my opinion is like, I don't care how many guys think I'm mid. I don't care
either. Like, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, I give a shit.
Fuck anything. So, like, their judgment.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have a man that thinks I'm a 10.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking care.
I take it more of a compliment if a woman tells me I'm hot than a man, because women are harder to impress, and that's just the truth. A man will fuck pretty much anything. Like most of
Adam
them aren't
says you're
too
a 12,
picky.
Alice.
Yeah.
What?
Tiger Woods.
Adam said you're a 12 in the chat.
You are 12.
Thanks,
You are 12,
honey.
100%.
Yeah,
12
especially because your personality. I feel like the personality wrapped up with everything just makes a difference. Maybe you don't notice it that much when you're younger, but when you get older, you definitely do. Like, it really matters how funny they are and like chill, and then it just makes them way more attractive. But when you're younger, you just are like that guy on Twitter, like Margot Robbie's a mid. Meanwhile, you probably fucking don't even get fucked ever. So,
he would
like,
he
it's
would
always those dudes too. Why are the ugliest dudes so confident saying this shit? Like, they're that miserable, but like, you really got balls to be going on the internet with that shit, calling her mid looking like that. Like, just the nerve of it all is crazy as fuck. I'm like, oh my
as if
god.
this lady wasn't born to play Barbie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this lady was literally born to play her. And
Yeah, no, they were gonna get Amy Schumer. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
I'm done. Goodbye. You know, like,
Oh my god, that would have been terrible. It would have been a laughing stock. I really think it would have been way different and they started advertising it if it was her. I just don't think it would have hit the same at all. It's really they gonna keep Ryan Gosling with her? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
as if.
Oh
And they
no.
made Ryan Gosling like ugly in that movie.
And what?
They made Ryan Gosling like ugly in that movie. Like
In the
Yeah.
Barbie
I
movie?
The hair.
ugly, but like I mean, it's not my thing.
I only like him in The Notebook, honestly, just because of the personality of Noah. So I don't really think he's that hot. Like,
I've
just
never
screen.
watched The Notebook.
I like it.
Neither. We're the not. My
Yeah.
mom even.
I don't
watched
like movies like that either. So, but I do like that movie. I think because I like the time period of that movie, like the 40s ish era. So I like that part of it. But I don't like lovey-dovey movies. I don't like feelings and talking about feelings and stuff at
Yeah,
all.
this is like stoic crew. Like sometimes you gotta be fucking stoic. You
Talking
gotta
about your
fucking just like.
feelings
Oh, I hate it. I hate talking about
is
feelings
the
and shit.
fucking
Nope,
worst.
don't want to do it.
And most of the time, talking about your emotions and feelings is worse when you in my experience, it's worse when you talk about it with a girl. Like it's so much worse. Like I can go to my husband and be like, I'm feeling this, and this, and he's like, okay. And it doesn't turn into this big
Yeah.
thing. It doesn't turn into this sob thing. But like, man, like women, they will try and drag the most dirtiest feelings out
Oh
of
yeah, I
you.
don't want to do
Like,
that.
yeah, it's the fucking worst. Like when I'm going through shit like I did this week, like I can text Jess, and even though she knows I'm upset, she'll laugh with me. We can joke about it. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
like
I do too.
yeah,
Me and my best friend do the same thing. Like we're not all squishy and lovey-dovey. Like, oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. I hate when men bring up shit like that. Like, well, I'm feeling. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. You can say it, but you don't got to be all fucking weird. Just say it. Just tell me what you want, dude. Don't beat around the bush or be like, oh, my feelings. I don't care. Just tell me what you want me to do, and we'll see if we can make it happen. You don't need to drag it out, and I don't want to do that. Like, why are you feeling like this? Because I am, and I won't in a couple of minutes. So I don't know. Like, I'm just very uncomfortable with it. I don't like it.
yeah, and like I don't think all women do
It's just
this. I
gay,
don't,
honestly.
obviously, because like
Yeah.
Jess doesn't do it to me when I text her about stuff going on. Like she doesn't do that shit to me,
Mhm.
But I've had female friends in my life that it's like, oh my god, you're feeling bad. Let's dredge up all these other feelings
No.
and let's do all this and let's. dissect everything and
Yeah, I'd be like,
let's
oh, was it
hate
when you
your
were 10 and
man
you fell off your bike and your mom didn't kiss at your boo-boos? Do you think that's why you're feeling like this today? Like, no, bitch. It's because my period's coming. I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? I hate that. I can't. I don't want to do it at all.
yeah. And I think
Mm-mm.
there's a lot of women who acknowledge their emotions, and most of the time I'll acknowledge my emotions, but there are so many times in the past where I would tell a woman how I was feeling, and it turns into this thing that I didn't expect it
It's
to
like a
turn into.
struggle session. They got you
Yeah,
like
and I was
sitting
just
there.
like, I was
Uh-uh.
just kind of trying
Drama
to tell you,
dumping.
yeah, like I was just trying to tell you how I felt in the
You just
moment.
regret saying anything at all. That's the worst when you're just like, why did I say that? Oh my God. Now you just like open this whole thing and I'm like, no, I just really regret doing that. That's why my friends
Yeah,
are like how Jess probably is. Like we like laugh about it. I'd rather laugh about it and joke and just get through it. I don't want to sit there and dissect shit. Like it's not that deep usually. So
Yeah, that's
fuck
like
you
it.
think you're
everybody
feeling this way
because
Yeah.
everybody's in fucking therapy now too, which therapy can help. I get it, but like
Mhm.
everybody doesn't need to be in fucking therapy having this person who doesn't really know you
No,
telling
that's
you
so weird to
and like
me. I don't
putting
get
things in
it.
your head.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd rather just talk to my best friend since kindergarten. We have been best friends since kindergarten. Never had a fight ever. Never. We
aw,
lived together. I lived with her and her husband. I
That's
might go live with them
impressive.
again. Like I don't know, like never fought, but yeah, dude, that is a therapist. Like I don't want to sit there with a stranger. Like who the fuck? You don't know me. You're probably sitting there judging me too. Like what the hell? They're probably like this
now
fucking
they're
bitch.
like, how can I get this girl to think she's a man and start going
Yeah,
down that route
right.
so I can start
Especially
prescribing the
now.
drugs and she'll come back to me over and
Yeah,
over.
exactly. Like, well, maybe you're really a man. Cause I always have said, like, I feel like I should have been a dude just because of my mindset about things. But now they probably would be like, well, maybe you need a dick. Maybe you should cut your boobs off.
I know men
But
who
it's
this happened
not
to.
that. It's
Middle-aged
not
men.
that.
I
Yeah,
knew
You're
middle-aged
still a
men.
I
woman
know.
that
It's so
feels emotions. Like women are definitely more emotional than men. We are.
yeah.
But I think there's women like us who can be like, hey, like I'm feeling these emotions, blah, 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 blah. And then we could just move along with the day. But then
Yeah.
there's women, like you said, like, oh my God, does your mom not kiss you when you
Hmm.
fell off your bike? This
Hmm.
might
Like
be
all
some
kinds of
deep-seated
shit.
issue. And it's like,
No.
no, bitch, I'm pissed off because of this right now.
Yeah, it's not that deep. They make everything like it's so deep and spiritual when it's really not at
And
all. It's
feeling
not
No,
bad
it's
is
that
a normal
not.
part of
crazy.
fucking life. You feel bad sometimes about this and this way and that. Like that's fucking normal.
Yeah, you don't need
Like
a pill or you don't need fucking therapy for 8 hours. Like I don't know. It's all a scam to me. They just want your money.
yeah, at this
Yeah,
point,
and I've had therapy throughout the years. Like when my dad got sick, they got me therapy for it and stuff. And one thing I say is most of the therapists that I have been with that I really liked and loved are women who have
Mhm.
already been through shit. Like they're in their 40s, they're in their 50s, and they're like, yeah, you just like, they're just so much better at
Mhm.
handling shit because they've been through so much shit. But then if you have, and it's a lot of what we see now when you have these 25, 30-year olds being therapists, being social workers that haven't been through shit, and they're like, they want to play you like you're a book, and you're like, dude, I'm a human
Yeah.
being. I'm not somebody that you can just look in a book and figure out and say, well, it's this, 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 and this.
I feel like that's how they all are now though. Like they're not personal at all. They're just like reading from a textbook and trying to be sophisticated. Like, man, life isn't always sophisticated and has like one answer for everyone.
That's
I
it.
don't know. It's just
That
weird.
the answer is, how does that make you feel? And then you end
Yeah.
up, like you said, you end up with like a bunch
How
of
does it
women.
make you feel?
Like, yeah, like just like a bunch of like, you know, and then it's like, okay, let's explore that. And like, dude, if one more bitch says,
I feel like you could do that right here on a podcast like
Right.
this. Like you,
Right.
it would be better
and
than
laugh
going
about it
and doing
like,
all that.
Like I've been going to
Go
therapy.
ahead.
I
Ask
was
me how life makes me
I
feel.
was I was entered into I was put into therapy when I was 10. And I saw the same therapist forever and until I was like 18. And then I left therapy and like, you know, I think back then a lot of people on here know like a lot like back then my parents were split and there was a lot going on and it was really chaotic and I think it was really healthy for me as a little kid just to have like a safe space to be able to talk about it. Like
Mhm.
because everyone would always report back to my parents what I said. So if I talked to my aunts, if I talked to my granny, like my parents would know what I
Yeah.
said. And so like I think it was good back then. Like he certainly like wasn't a groomer or anything like that. He really just like let me talk. And I needed that at 11. And but like now I've been to therapy since off and on in my adult life. And I've only ever had one lady who was like actually like a real she was like a real therapist where she was like, okay, we're gonna do some thought experiments and I want you to tell me what you feel when we talk about this stuff. And like to this day I haven't seen her in almost 10 years.
Mhm.
But like the things that she taught me and the coping skills that she taught me and like how to deal with some stuff, like I will never forget. And I'll always
Yeah.
be
See,
grateful.
that's like good, but I
But
feel like you
she
don't get that lucky all the
no, she
time.
was a once in a lifetime. Like I've never experienced it again. And they all just like want to talk about your day. And it's like, I'm not here to
Mhm.
talk about my day. I'm here to deal because this happens to me. I'm triggered in some way. And then like, I don't know how to control my emotions. And like, I'm trying to learn how to do that. So I'm not here to talk about my fucking day. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here to discuss like, how do I deal with this? And you know, and so like therapy is supposed to not be something you do forever. It's supposed to be something you're supposed to leave and like get better at. And then if there's something else in life that comes about, maybe it's motherhood, maybe it's a new relationship and you're bad at relationships, so you're trying to like work on yourself, that's one thing. But like just to like better
I don't think
health.
they want people to leave now. I think
No,
they
they
want
don't.
them in there as long as possible and they
Right.
make it like that. Like,
And
no,
then
you have to do it forever or you'll be fucked up again. You'll go off the deep end. So you
well,
got to
when
keep
they
giving me money.
and Leanne, do you have psychologists who can like prescribe
Mhm.
medicine now? So you don't even have to go to psychiatrist to get prescriptions anymore. You can just and like that part is scary when
Mhm.
like
I remember when
like
I was 17, I was seeing the school psychiatrist, and what they do is when you see the school psychiatrist, they hand everything over to all these other doctors, okay? So when I was 17, they wanted to put me on Prozac. That was 1997. They wanted to put me on Prozac. And my mom was like, "Hell no." She's like, "I sent my daughter to you guys to help her learn coping mechanisms, to help her deal with her dad being sick and the other stuff that she has dealt with. And you're like, oh, just give her a pill."
Mhm.
My mom's like, hell fucking no.
Yep.
And as an adult, I look back at that day and my mom saved my life. Because if she would have just been like, okay, put her on Prozac, where would I be today? I probably wouldn't be with a man who supports my family, where I can stay home with our kids. We're not rolling in the dough or anything, but we got season passes at Cedar Point and meal passes.
Nice.
Yeah,
For
and there's
real?
like, and there's a lot of people who say, well, the doctor told us to do it, and they listen to the doctors
Mhm.
and not like trust your gut. Maybe like there's a girl on Twitter, SA Lawless or something, but she like talks
she's the
about it.
best. Yeah.
Yeah, she got put on stuff young, and she's like, they're putting these kids, and like half of the things they're putting them on have like side effects, suicide. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
What about the kids on meth? I was on meth. I was on I was
prescribed
microdosing
meth.
meth when I was a child because I was a lot. So what that meant was,
You?
yeah, me, yeah, not me. Even 7-year-old me, like, I would like, because I raised my hand and I knew the answer, and the teacher kept calling on people who didn't know the answer, and I didn't understand why she wouldn't call on me. So I would just blurt out the answer. Well,
Hmm.
that's called impulsive, and we don't like impulsive kids. So
God forbid.
so at 7 years old, I was put on Ritalin, and then eventually it was Adderall, and then it was Strattera, and then because of all these side effects of all this stuff, then I had to be put on Zoloft because because I wasn't enough of me. I was a shell of me as a little kid. So then I was sad, and we have to put her on something to make her not sad, and like it was awful. And it definitely contributed to a lot that that I have now. And it's like, yeah, I have ADHD. Again, I don't make that my personality. My personality. I don't tell people, oh, I'm sorry, I have ADHD. Sometimes I'm like, who let the dyslexic girl do numbers? Because like I'm like, can you please read those numbers to me because I'm gonna get this wrong. But like I know that about myself, and
But there was nothing with you. It
right.
was just,
No,
you were just, yeah, we want to put kids into these boxes of what's normal, what's not normal. And it's like, just let your kid be a fucking kid, man. Just let him be a kid.
yeah. I wish that they would have just been like, look, kid, or just let me get my ass beat or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like eventually I would have shut up.
Well,
But like,
one thing that would have helped you was probably getting your energy out. Like you
right.
had a lot of energy that needed to get out. And I see that in my son. Like he has so much energy to get out, and he is such a wild one. And I don't want to change the wild in either one of my children. Believe me, it gets hard to deal with at times. It does. But I love the wild in my children. It's one of the things that make them who they are. When it came down to the point where I had to start making sure that the boy was doing stuff for homeschool, and he sat down and he just started doing this stuff, and he does it at his own pace. And there's times he will tell me straight up, Mom, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go do this.
Oh, there's a
And I-
doggy.
Hi,
My
Tanner.
dog's back there somewhere.
Tan.
I think she's
Hi, Tan
sleeping.
Tan. But yeah, like being able to see my son like exert all the energy that he has, and then getting him to sit down and do work and do the stuff that I guess whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, they don't even give kids a chance though these days. They just put them on drugs. Like, oh well, you're too crazy,
Yeah.
so they don't give them a
And my
chance.
son would be on drugs.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
Well, I was just, it's so
If we
weird that this
sent
came
him
up
to
because I've been
regular
talking to
school,
people
he'd be on
about
drugs.
this. Like, if you did drugs, like, I was trying to ask a bunch of people like my age and younger if their parents put them on Ritalin, which a lot of them are pissed that their parents did that because they believe it gave them problems, like it stunted their growth and shit like that. But
Anxiety.
most of them all did harder drugs before any of their friends that were on like Adderall. They did harder drugs. They wanted them. And everyone talks about weed being a gateway. I'm like, what about that shit you're putting your kids on? That seems like, from the people I talked to, they were on like Ritalin and all that shit, Adderall, and they did harder drugs. They wanted them. They like wanted to do it sooner than the kids that weren't on that stuff. So that's really interesting, I think.
Yeah, I was 14 years old the first time I took MDMA and they were like, well, if you take Adderall, then you'll be all right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And like, yeah, I was like, this is like Adderall, but awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
a
know
lot of
what?
people are pissed
Like-
at their parents. So it's good that
No,
you don't put your kids on that because they're pissed. They really do think it gave them like brain issues and stunted their growth. Like, my one friend thinks his bones are denser now because he was put on it from so young. He didn't get to grow first or do anything. So he's like weaker.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, I went to school with a guy who was on it from the time he was like 4. And like
That's so
we all
young.
knew
A 4-year-old?
we all knew it. We all knew it too.
Oh my
And like,
God.
like people made fun of him because they would be like, "Did you take your medicine this morning?" Like we all knew he was on like hella medication. And when I tell you he was this big around for his
Yeah.
entire life, and like when he broke his arm, it was like we were in the 6th grade. Again, I went to school the same like 60 people the whole time, and like it took him like months to heal.
That's
Like, they kept
crazy.
I think we counted 3 times they like recasted him because it would start to stink. It took so long.
Yeah, I
his
talked to a
bone
few people that
brittle.
thought that their bone density was messed up because of Adderall, like from them taking it so young, like they didn't develop fully. And which makes sense. I mean, that shit, you're giving that to a 4-year-old and shit. Like he's
A
4.
microdose of meth, dude. There's meth
Yeah.
in the name. Like that's what it is, you know? And like that is insane. That's
I never
insane.
took Adderall because I don't like uppers, so I wouldn't like take it. I'd be scared. I think I would have a heart attack if I took Adderall, honestly, just from what people say.
Bro,
Mm-mm.
it's not like Coke. I'll tell you that. It is not like
But
it's not
if
the same. It's
I
not
just don't
That's
understand if
like,
kids are like weird and whacked out and they're acting insane, why do you give them a stimulant?
I
Like,
think it has the opposite effect because I've heard even like when you really have ADD, caffeine takes you down. It
yeah.
doesn't bump you up. Like that's how you know if it's real or not. It's opposite.
I got this little vapey. It's all it is water. Well, this has got some watermelon, but it's just like watermelon flavor, like food grade, and water and caffeine because it will just it evens me. It doesn't bring me up. It just
yeah, well,
like
that's good. I don't think caffeine is terrible. It's not the worst friggin' thing.
so yeah. So you end up
As
just like
me tonight.
yeah.
Not drinking.
Thanks, mommy. And no, I that's what I got because I have a terrible oral fixation, and so like I know that about myself. So I was like, I don't want to go back to nicotine. I quit cigarettes a long time ago, and I quit vaping a long time ago. So I just want something that's like a fume, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll probably go to something like that. But like this tastes good.
I
frankly.
vape because I don't care if I die, so I just do whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna quit. I'm like, fuck it.
Well, I mean, the thing is like it's like I mean, if you smoked cigarettes, right? Then like you
Well, I haven't smoked cigarettes in longer than I didn't do like opioids, so it's been over 10
that's
years. I cannot take the
phenomenal.
way they smell. I
No,
cannot.
exactly. So when you don't have that, when you don't have like smell and you don't have to go outside, you can just like
Yeah.
why stop?
I don't know how anyone was around me. Like my ex did not smoke cigarettes and I did at this time. I do not know how he let me in his house or like in his bed because it is a terrible smell. Like if you don't smoke, oh my God. I don't know how he did it. I would have broke up with me. I would have been like, bitch, no, this is disgusting. So I don't know how he did it. Do you
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes? Jess, do you smoke cigarettes?
No,
I
I'm
didn't
just
think she's
no.
okay. I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, I'm probably like talking shit and you're like smoking cigarettes. Like, my bad. I just
I
hate
never
the
got hooked on
smell,
I hate the smell. And
especially
like
when it's
after I
windy.
quit,
Like, for some reason, if someone smokes outside and it's really windy and they come inside, it is like worse for some reason. Like, I don't know if
put it
anyone
out
knows
all
what I'm
over
talking
them.
about. It's like the windy smoke smell. Oh,
Yes,
God.
I know
It's
exactly what
terrible.
you're talking about, and it's
Ugh.
terrible. Ugh. Yeah, no, I can't anymore. And after I quit, like as soon as I quit, I would smell it. I want to throw up. Like,
Me too,
like,
man.
oh, this is gross. So, you know, but you're right. You're right about like, yeah. But again, I did all that really young, right? Like when you start kids on like drugs,
Yeah, there's a lot. It's like a
and then
pattern. Did they ever like look at this like a study or anything? I have never looked. I was just asking for my own like curiosity and shit, asking a bunch of people I knew, but I don't know if there's like actual studies on this. I don't know of any. I don't know if anyone else knew of any, but if this is like a thing, because people keep talking about weed as a gateway drug, I'm like, dude, I feel like Adderall and shit would probably be more so a gateway drug, but because it's like way harder than weed and shit. And they're
wait,
kids.
and it gives you a sense of like
Right.
normalcy. So like drugs are just like
Yeah, like no big deal.
Like I've been taking drugs since I was, 7.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like especially if it's like an upper, it's like, well, I mean, I've been doing upper since I was 7. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So it would be like
whatever.
no big deal to people.
Right. This
to
has
do
some
it.
hallucinogenic effects, and I dig on that, like, and but it's still,
Alice smokes cigarettes, by the way.
but she's quit.
Yeah.
Dude,
But she
I
said
quit,
she's gonna
I
quit.
for years. I quit
Mhm.
for years and then started again, kind of, and then quit again, and then yeah, like this past year, I was like, no, like, yeah, no.
Well, I can't talk shit because I vape, but just I couldn't smoke cigarettes though, just because of the smell. Vaping is so much better for
I
me.
hate
I'm like,
smoking. I hate the smell of
oh,
smoking.
me too. I can't.
Like, I hate it. So this weekend is kind of like our last kind of a hurrah, I guess you could say, like, because when I do drink, I'll want to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm quitting smoking, I cannot drink. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm fine once I've quit for a little bit. I'm fine being able to drink and not smoke. So
You don't like vaping?
Yeah.
Like when you drink?
No, there are like like, so a couple of our friends like have had these like little vapes or like rectangle, and they have all these different tastes and fruity shit with it that I like. And I like those, but when I quit smoking, like, I just have to be away from drinking
Yeah.
for a bit. So this is definitely little bit of party time this week. Like,
Yeah, you got to get it out while you can. Just
yeah,
have like a whole pack in your mouth at once and smoke it. And then you'll probably get so sick that you'll be like, I don't ever want to smoke again. So, like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
good on this.
Like the last time I did Jägermeister, I
Oh,
was
God.
22 years
That's why I
old.
can't drink Red Bull because I used to do Jaeger bombs, and now,
That's
I
the
can't.
drunkest. I should have gone to the hospital that night. Like I literally
God.
should have gone to the hospital that night. I was so fucking sick. Oh God.
Jaeger is the devil.
It is.
Literally.
It's pretty
Oh,
gross.
Man, I thought I was so hard, and then I did like so many
Oh,
shots that
God.
night. And I was like, I got this, and I was like, as big as Forrest Mommy, zero tolerance.
Oh my God, you were probably dead then.
Yeah, no, I literally should have gone to the hospital.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning because I had someone drop me off to my best friend, and like poor guy probably thought something was happening. I was like, ugh, in his
my
car, like just she like brings me to her, like
No.
and she's
Dude,
like,
throwing up Jaeger is probably terrible. I probably have, but I just can't remember. But it probably burned, and it was licoricey.
for hours and hours and
Ew.
hours.
Oh,
I
God.
was sweating it out in the bed. Like she woke up, she was like, "What happened to you? And why is water coming out of you right now?" Like,
Oh my God.
I'm like, I don't know, but it hurts.
Oh my God, that's probably a terrible hangover. Ugh. No.
I was so sick I will never forget that I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was an unforgettable hangover. It was unforgettable. And I remember she went to work and she came home, and I'm like, I have a blanket over my head and I'm just rocking. And I'm like, I just don't have anything else to throw up, but I know I still need to throw up. Oh, help.
I've had plenty of those nights. Do you guys mind if we land this plane? I gotta go take care of the mans.
No, whatever.
Of course.
Never float your boat.
Go around, Leanne, you start with you and plug your stuff if you want.
Just Twitter. I don't really have anything else. Just my Twitter.
Yeah, you don't have TikTok anymore, right?
Oh, I do, but I mean,
just say real quick, I in my life have never really gotten jealous of a woman's hair but I get a little bit jealous of Leanne's hair.
It's all
Why?
long.
Your hair is long. Your hair is
Yeah,
long.
it's just
Yeah, but
it's
we
just
blonde it, so it's all like frizzy and unhealthy.
Well, I
Yeah.
use like
Like-
it's actually L'Oreal. It's no haircut cream. It's that length one. It's like in an orange bottle, but they have this no haircut cream. And I tried to use something else and I can't. I swear that will make your hair really nice. It's just L'Oreal at the drugstore, but it's in like an orange bottle, like that orange shampoo, the length one. But it's that shit, and I swear that makes your hair like way better. I tried to use something else and it did not
I'll
work
try it.
like that. So, and it's
If
not
my
expensive at
hair
all.
used to look at like yours, Leanne. Like it used to
No,
be
you
like,
can. You definitely can. Because I used to dye my hair
it used to
blonde
be so
too.
silky and beautiful. Like you have
Thanks, but you can
absolutely
get your hair
gorgeous
like that with drugstore stuff. Because I'm too cheap. I don't buy expensive
I'm
makeup
cheap
or
too.
anything like that. Fuck that. But that L'Oreal shit's good because it's like 4 long hair, so you could try it. It might make like a huge difference. Because I didn't use it for a while, and no, I can't do it. It's definitely way better with that shit. So just try that. Mhm.
For sure.
CD. Tomorrow's day 6.
Tomorrow is day 6. Keep
You
keeping
can do
your
it.
thoughts and prayers. Doing
You
good.
will be.
Strong. I'm strong. This is tough. I'm tougher. And on that 30-day mark, bro, on that 30-day mark, trust me, I want to go to SeaWorld. That's how I want to celebrate my I want to go to SeaWorld. So anyway, so y'all I've got 25 days left, let's go. So yeah, y'all just come follow me on Twitter. You can keep up with my progress, and let's let's do it. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Alice.
So tomorrow will be put a fork in it, free for all. Any of you that want to come on, let us know. We can only I think it's 10 people we can have on at a time, but yeah, we're gonna kind of have a free for all. We're gonna celebrate my mama's life, and then after that, we're gonna take a quite the little break just to get back and focused on other things, and one of them trying to quit smoking.
You can do it.
Because that's my thing. Like
Oh.
that is kind of
Hi,
my
puppy.
battle right
Hi,
there
puppy.
is smoking cigs. So but yeah, I hope you guys will all join in joining whatever. I don't fucking care. I can't even talk right now. This week is so fucking sucked so bad. But yeah, I hope you guys join in
Don't
us
put your butthole there.
for the end of a very, very crazy week in the Forgy household. And that's all I'm saying. Done.
Nice.
And everyone knows me, Force Mommy. And Sunday we're supposed to have Legal Man on our golden shower, so that'll be pretty fun. We're gonna do nullification. We're gonna get back and schooled on it. So
All right.
that's all there is. So
Very
everyone, thanks for watching and hanging out and all the little taps and stuff. And thanks, ladies, for coming on.
Oh no, thanks for
Bye,
having
y'all.
me.